sun doesn't rise the same anymore.
Too quiet.
Hey! There's no need for violence. You look familiar. Yeah, you're Sioran's kid, aren't you? Yeah, that's it. You look a lot like him. Yeah, sorry about your father, but trust me, those priests mean well. They took him to the island asylum to cure him. He'll return whole and healthy. What are you doing here? Did the Camelotians drag you to work here too? Being a Camelot soldier? And what's the point in that? If Camelot gets pissed, there won't be anything left to pick up. Right, that's me. There's this cave, dug out by the Cornac folk about 100 years ago. My old man told me it was meant to be a shelter in times of war or some other disaster. Yeah, I was there a couple of times when I was a kid. It used to be safer back then. Now it's all but abandoned. If you ask me, that's exactly where those folks who beat up the guard could be hiding. They brought in machines and soldiers to keep order. You must have seen them. I don't know if you've heard, but they're planning to move us to Camelot. They say it has something to do with the men here and the weirdness. But I don't buy it. Sounds like utter crap to me. I say they should back off and stop sticking their noses where they don't belong, eh? Or they might smell something their royal noses aren't prepared for. Sure.
They said it would get easier.
Too quiet.
Keep your wits about you.
up now!
What's left for someone like me?
Someone's bound to start trouble.
Stay sharp!
Huh? Did you hear something? Will they?
That's all you got! Back? This is well, the downs. That's all you got. That's all you got.
disturb my peace. No one sneaks up on me. Is that supposed to hurt? Show yourself!
Watch your backs.
Back to your hovel, coward!
Always a pleasure to see you.
The sun doesn't rise the same anymore.
Getting restless.
Hello. Have you learned anything new about the sabotage? So it turns out that the perpetrators of all this mess were indeed hiding there. Thank you for taking the risk and for your help. I'll send a messenger to Denholm. He's the only one who can give further orders, though I have no doubt that justice will be served. Here's your reward. You deserve it.
Why does everything always feel like a bother? Always a pleasure to see you.
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on all watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem. Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the men here, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the men here react to you? I see. You have a habit of not taking things seriously, don't you? But this is no trivial matter, so I demand respect. Come now, you must have a theory. The local men here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this menhir represents? So they say. The menhirs were raised by Merlin to ward off the ancient mists that burst monsters beyond human comprehension. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Connacht, my subjects, can face any challenge, even at the world's end. And for others, like our guest from Camelot, whom I'm sure you've seen, it's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur, and therefore by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away. Palamity's shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the menhir. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries. I don't mind if you look at it, touch it, whatever you need. Just don't take it. It's a treasured relic, and the people of Connacht are quite attached to it. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield. I want you to speak with Denholm and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht, and as you probably imagine, your presence here didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change. Officially, they say they want to gather all the men here scattered across Avalon, set them around Camelot, and bring people there to ensure their safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the menhirs. I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms. I'm well aware. And now we're also facing an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the menhir reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot. If anything, I expect rebellion to break out, and bloodshed is something neither we nor the capital want. I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could admit publicly, but I feel both sides have a point. I understand the people who don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden. If you need anything, speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
Just keep your head down. Ah, you need something?